Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin in promptly 1 minute. So please, the winners of the Apex Awards, find your reserved seats. We will begin in 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 23 Apex Awards. Yes, it's true. CSD is the place to be. Be smart, be strong, be creative, be part of a team. Be the best that you can be. You can find the best of yourself in Canyons. Please turn your attention to the screen to see how Canyons rises throughout the year.
to Brighton High School, and we wish them the best of luck when they compete next weekend in St. George. So let's give them just one last round of applause to thank them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming tonight. Good evening and welcome. Most everyone here knows me, but just in case we've never had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Amber Schill, and I'm the president of the Canyons Board of Education. Thank you so much for coming here tonight, the 14th Annual Canyons Apex Awards. The Apex Awards are the highest awards given by Canyons District, and we're pleased to have you here tonight to celebrate the contributions and honorees. I'd like to first recognize my fellow board members of the Canyons Board of Education. They are seated here in the front row. When I call your name, please raise your hand. You can turn and wave. Vice President, Mrs. Amanda Oakes. Vice President, Mr. Mont Millerberg. Mr. Andrew Edel. Mrs. Holly Nybar. Mrs. Karen Pedersen, and Mrs. Tingy, who could not be here with us tonight. I'd also like to introduce some members of the administration of Canyons District. First, Superintendent Dr. Rick Robbins. Assistant Superintendent Dr. McKay Robinson. And Business Administrator, Mr. Leon Wilcox. Also, many of our wonderful department directors and principals have joined us tonight. Some members of the Canyons Education Foundation Board are also here with us. Thank you for joining us here at the 14th Annual Apex Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, your presence tonight means so much. On behalf of the Board of Education, we thank you for your commitment to education, and we look forward to a night of celebrating excellence and enjoying the talents of students at Alta, Brighton, Corner Canyon, Hillcrest, and Jordan High Schools. During the reception, we will be treated to music by a string quartet. During the reception, we were treated to music by a string quartet made up of students from Alta. They were phenomenal. Please enjoy the show. Thanks, you guys. And I now turn the time over to the announcers of the evening, Mr. Jeff Haney and Ms. Kirsten Stewart, the Canyons District Communications staff. Thank you.
Thank you, President Schill. Let's give another round of applause to the Brighton Band. Aren't they amazing? And then, of course, the Alta High Quartet. They did an amazing job at the reception, didn't they? So like President Schill said, we host the Apex Awards every year to thank those in our community who have gone above and beyond to help our students find the best parts of themselves. Now, this celebration tonight, well, it's to honor our winners, but it's also to show our heartfelt appreciation to you for giving so much of yourselves as champions of public education, as community partners, as cherished friends. So please turn your attention to the screen for a message from Canyon Superintendent Dr. Rick Robbins.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for coming tonight. It's so gratifying to be here at home of the Alta Hawks to celebrate the best of the best in Canyons District. The Apex Awards are held every year to pay tribute to those in our community who make sure Canyon students have what they need to become great thinkers, visionary leaders, team players, and creators of beautiful works of art. There are few better places to celebrate our accomplishments than at Alta High. You can see that I'm in the Hawk House, which overlooks Alta's football field and stadium and has a stunning view of the beautiful mountains that inspired the name of our school district. Alta is one of the 22 new or renovated schools that Canyons has completed for the community in the past 14 years. Thanks to the support of our community, which has voted in favor of 2 bond proposals, we've been able to continue the Board of Education's ambitious facility improvement plan. With these beautiful schools, the Board of Education is fulfilling promises made to our patrons. We also appreciate the hospitality of Principal Ken Rowley for hosting us in this amazing state-of-the-art Performing Arts Center. Tonight, we are honoring the winners of the Apex Awards, the highest awards given by the Canyons Board of Education and Administration. all of the winners have contributed so much, but we simply could not be one of the highest performing school districts in the state without the joint efforts of every student, parent, teacher, staff, volunteer, or community partner. Whether your job is in a classroom, a local business, the district office, or even in the state capitol, you have taken to heart the sentiment that teamwork, so eloquently stated by Andrew Carnegie, is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. From its beginning days, Canyons District has been a leader in achievement in the academics, the arts, and athletics. We have always worked as a team, and I am proud to be your teammate. Earlier this year, we were notified that Canyons District was recognized by Forbes magazine as one of Utah's best in-state employers for 2023. Public School Review also ranked Canyons as the #1 district in the entire state. We appreciate these votes of confidence, but these awards are because of our employees. Simply put, Canyons District employees are the very best. They work hard every day on behalf of our students, whether they arrive at the schoolhouse doors not speaking English, don't have a place to call home, or need a listening ear to ease their anxieties. We meet students where they are, and day by day, we help them see the potential they have deep inside. Year after year, they learn and grow until they walk proudly across the graduation stage, ready to take on the world. The Board of Education's vision is to ensure that every child graduates college and career ready. In the past year, the board has also created and started work on a strategic plan that will serve as our blueprint for the next decade and beyond. The end game of all these planning documents and mission statements is to watch our students graduate. Even with the challenges of the pandemic, we have stayed strong, and we've never been prouder than on graduation day when all possibilities seem endless. To everyone here, I thank you for being a part of Team Canyons. With you, we are Canyons strong, and we are Canyons proud. Congratulations to tonight's winners, and thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Robbins. You know, as we returned to school in August, it was the first time in 3 years that we didn't have to talk about COVID-19 restrictions. It was like things had returned to normal, but you know, we all know that the last 3 years have been anything but normal. But while the reverberations of COVID-19 continue to roil, our students, teachers, and staff continue to reach for their dreams. Through education, Canyons District's graduation rate continues to hover around 90%, even with all the challenges the past years have presented. Please turn your attention to the screen to see the class of 2023 on the best of all days, graduation day.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
I hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad, yeah. The only way you can know, you give it all you had, hey, yeah.
And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, you spend your days where they all add up. Now when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. I wish that I could witness all your joy and
Our graduates make us proud. We can't wait to see the marks they make on this world. Now, tonight, it marks the second year we've made a change in our Apex Awards. Before last year, we held a by-invitation-only banquet. We changed the format to a reception and a ceremony in one of our amazing new auditoriums because we wanted as many people as possible to see our winners be honored. We have opened up the doors to this fantastic auditorium, made possible by the residents who voted for our bond measures, to anyone who wants to be here to celebrate the 13 Apex Award winners and cheer for our student performers.
Canyons District's high schools have well-earned reputations for academics, athletics, and the arts. As such, we have invited talented students from all 5 of our comprehensive traditional high schools to perform throughout the evening. Trust me, you're in for a real treat. You've already heard from one of the Utah's best marching bands, and throughout tonight's ceremony, you'll be amazed at the cast of Jordan High's musical Brigadoon, Alta High's award-winning ballroom dance team, woohoo, Hillcrest's vocal ensemble and a cappella group, and Corner Canyon High School's nationally known cheer squad.
The following directions are for our honorees. When we announce your name, please stay in your seat until the video about you is done playing. Then, after the video, please come to the front of the auditorium to accept your award and shake hands with members of the Board of Education who, as President Schill mentioned, are seated in the front row. Board members, you can stay where you're at. The honorees will come to you to shake your hand. Winners, after you shake hands with the board, you can return to your seat. Now, our first honoree tonight has already been honored several times, including in April when he was chosen as the Canyons District Teacher of the Year. He's also the 2023 Apex Award winner for Teacher of the Year. Please turn your attentions to the screen for more on Midvale Middle Math teacher, Mr. Maxwell Eddington.
I think the thing that makes Max such an amazing teacher is his ability to connect and care genuinely about students. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I don't know that I've ever seen a teacher that has the ability that he has to connect with students, make them feel safe and valued, but most of all, they enjoy math.
Students are so incredible. They're so complex and interesting and funny, and there's just never a boring day. Being a teacher is never boring, and I really love that. I love coming home from work knowing that I've done something more than just earn money. It feels like a calling, and it feels like a purpose. It gives purpose to my life, and I don't think a lot of people can say that about their jobs, and that makes me feel really lucky. My great-grandma used to say, "Love is the answer, now what was the question?" And that's been my personal mantra the whole time I've been a teacher, is no matter what I'm doing, whether it's a lesson or a conversation with a student, I need to make sure that everybody in the room knows that I care about them so that what I say has meaning.
They need someone that really genuinely believes in them, and he does no matter how hard their life is or even if their behavior isn't perfect. He's like, let's just go talk for a second. Can I check in with you? Like, he cares about them. And because of that, what they learn in there, they're so empowered, their self-esteem. Like, I just loved reading the things. I used to teach math, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember 8th graders ever being excited to go to math, but more than anything, they do it for him because of that relationship that he builds with them.
This is something that I care just so deeply about. It's something that I'm extremely passionate about. And being a teacher could be, in a lot of ways, kind of a thankless job. And, you know, students aren't always great at voicing their appreciation or their respect or their love back to adults that are giving so much to them. And so to be recognized as Teacher of the Year in this district, which is just such an extraordinary place to work, full of so many amazing educators, I have honestly imposter syndrome about it. I almost don't feel like, you know, what makes me more qualified than anyone else. So it's extremely validating, and it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing with my life and that I'm doing a good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Apex winner for Teacher of the Year, Max Eddington.
While the screen goes up and we push the piano out onto the stage, we are proud to announce that Max is the runner-up to this year's Utah Teacher of the Year. He was one of five finalists for the state award. Congratulations to Max. He is the third teacher in Canyons District history to make it to the finalist status in the state competition. We also, yes, let's give him a round of applause for that. That's an amazing accomplishment. It goes to show the amazing quality of the teachers in the Canyon School District, especially at Midvale Middle. Am I right, Ms. Robinson? I knew she was here. Yes, Midvale Middle, fantastic place. We are joined here tonight also by our Teachers Association, the Canyons Education Association, the executive board members led by Krista Pippin. Now, one of the amazing teachers we would like to also mention here tonight is Hillcrest High's Renee Dalgleish. She's the driving force behind the excellence of the Husky Choir programs. She's here tonight with the next group to perform for you, the Hillcrest High Vocal Ensemble and A Cappella Choir. Let's give them a round.
Hello, everyone. We're so honored to be here tonight. We'll be performing 3 pieces for you. Jabberwocky. Second piece is Children Will Listen. It's from our upcoming musical, Into the Woods. And we'll end with A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own.
Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. For the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Thank you for that fantastic performance. Aren't they great? Another round of applause. Our next award is the School Administrator of the Year. Now, we have so many amazing principals that we could not just pick one. This year we have two, and these two are working wonders to strengthen the Jordan High feeder system. Perhaps the choice to give two awards is fitting, considering that October is National Principals Month. Like Oprah, we wish they could give them all cars. You get a car, and you get a car. But we are in public education, after all. So instead, we get to say, you deserve an award, and they certainly do. The first honoree for School Administrator of the Year is Jordan High Principal, Dr. Bruce Eschler.
Bruce, although he's been a principal for a short amount of time, he is one that has built amazing relationships with his colleagues and his peers and relies on them heavily, and they rely on him as well. It's a mutual relationship that has been strengthened over these last few years, and they're always bouncing ideas off each other.
One of my things is with a school that, and I guess this is just wherever I'm going to be, I'm about relationships. I'm here today because an educator advocated for me. I'm here today because someone said, hey, I see potential in you. And I want to make sure that as a principal, we are focused day in, day out on developing strong, positive student-staff relationships that allows our staff to have those similar conversations, for us to help students reach their potential, maybe the potential they know of, and maybe the potential they don't know of.
Nobody has ever, in my experience, doubted Bruce's heart or the reason why he does things.
So some of my goals as a principal at Jordan High School have been to make sure we have a strong connection with our history as one of the oldest high schools in the state of Utah. I think it's one of our assets in comparison to a lot of schools, is we have over 100 years of tradition. So making sure that we have a strong connection with our alumni association, and that our students understand that when you become a beat digger, you're part of a massive family. One thing that I feel really proud of is, if you walk into our commons, you're going to see a performing arts banner. You're going to see a CTSOs, or career and technical organization banner. You're going to see a banner that celebrates our clubs and our student groups. In our beat garden, you're going to see a big banner that celebrates our athletics. I think all of those students add value, and they're an amazing part of Jordan High's community, and we need to celebrate them.
Thank you, Dr. Eschler, for all that you've brought to Jordan High School. It has been and continues to be an amazing school, but you are taking it to a whole nother level. And so I thank you for your contributions, for your willingness to try new things, and always keeping your students in mind when you're making decisions and moving forward. It just truly is impressive, and we are very fortunate to have you in our district, and I'm honored to call you a colleague and a friend.
He's the first person to advocate for other people to get this award. He would be the last person to think that he is deserving of this. He's humble, he's kind, he goes about his business without any expectation of recognition, and I would tell him, well done, you are deserving of this, and it's my pleasure to work with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the 2023 Apex Award winner for School Administrator of the Year, Dr. Bruce Eschler.
While Dr. Eschler is shaking hands with members of the board and the administration, we would like to announce the next award. The next award is our second winner for School Administrator of the Year. You can tell we had a theme. These are the principals that make the Jordan feeder strong. Please turn your attention to the screen for more about Eastmont Middle Principal Stacy Kurtzhals, who sprang into action. Yes, she did, when she found out over the winter recess that asbestos was found at her school and they needed to do something, and very quick.
I love Stacy. Stacy is one of those energetic leaders who always is a driving force behind things, not only for the whole middle school department, all 8 of our principals, but just within her school. I can always count on Stacy to be that driving force.
I'm the luckiest person to get to go to work in that building every day. Those kids, I mean, even this morning I was laughing. I was standing in the hallway talking to a person from the district, and he couldn't talk to me because I had to give out so many high fives to the kids in the hallways. They're why I'm there. My teachers are why I'm there. It's the best place to be.
Stacy was faced with a tremendous challenge when she found out that Eastmont was full of asbestos and needed to pick up and move mid-school year. And that is a daunting task, to say the least. Stacy had built such strong relationships of trust that made that transition so much easier and much more smooth overall, just due to the fact that the community trusted her, the students loved and respected her.
My teachers are phenomenal, and I think one of the things that contributes to our culture of Eastmont is that we don't have a lot of turnover, and our teachers know what they're doing because we can build on it year after year. We don't have to revisit things. We have the opportunity to just keep growing with our instructional practices, and it shows.
I consistently hear great things from her parents, from her teachers, from her students, and I'm really proud that she's able to be acknowledged and receive this award.
Thank you for not only being an amazing administrator, one that truly genuinely cares about her students and her staff, but I would say thank you for just being you. You're an amazing human being that I have a tremendous amount of respect for and love the opportunity and the privilege and the honor to work with you.
That's right. Welcome to the stage, Stacy Kurtzals, the 2023 Apex Award winner for School Administrator of the Year.
I think all of Eastmont came tonight to support Ms. Kurtzals. Congratulations to Stacy Kurtzals, our Apex Award winner for School Administrator of the Year. While she shakes hands with members of the board and the administration, we would like to announce our next awardee. The next honoree is District Administrator of the Year, Ms. Cherise Hilton. Please turn, yes, let's give her a round of applause. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on this amazing administrator who this year hit 30 years as an educator and is using her formidable administrative skills to oversee Canyons District's peer court, only the second peer court launched by a school district in all of Utah.
This is a great stage in my career. I tell people that this is one of the top 3 things I've done as a 30-year educator. This has been a blessing. It's been a learning opportunity. It gave me a boost of energy at that point in my career, at 27 years in my career, to do something different.
Peer court definitely a heavy lift, and Cherise has added a lot to our department. I was very excited when we were approached about taking Cherise and trying to get the peer court going, and this Cherise has exceeded all expectations. We're very fortunate to have somebody like Cherise who cares so much about something like this, and to see the impact it has, not just on the students, but the families of the students that come into that court, is really moving and touching, and it's really quite a legacy that Cherise is building for herself and for Canyon School District.
One of the biggest things we've seen is a change of attitude. And I think it's just sometimes kids need to know that it's not an adversarial role with adults that they're surrounded with. There are adults that want to be their advocates. And so that's something that we really strive as goal number 1. We're there to advocate for these kids and help them get, the things that they need. A young man we just finished, we're not done working with him. We never let him go. But he just successfully graduated from peer court, and he now has 97% attendance, passing all of his classes online to graduate, and has given up the drugs that were plaguing him. And that is just so huge and so heartwarming to see. And then when the parents walk out and they look at you and say thank you, because they can see that we're not there to punish them, we're really there to support them. So rewarding though to see those families leaving happy.
I can't think of a more perfect person for this role than Cherise, because she has the administrative ability to carry it out, and she cares so much about the kids that come into that court. And you can tell by the way she does her business, by the way she conducts that court, and by the impact that it has on the students. Even when they first come in, you can see how often that they're apprehensive, they don't want to be there. But within just a few minutes of being in that court, they can really see that this is something that's been designed to help them. And they can feel the love, not just coming from Sharice, but from the judges and the other students. They see that people are there to actually help them and care about them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Apex Award winner for District Administrator of the Year, Sharice Hilton.
All right, well, they're shaking hands. Let's introduce the next act. It's been said that you should always dance as if no one is watching. The next performers dance as if the entire world is watching, and they usually are. The Alta Ballroom team, under the direction of Dana Lambert and Aubrey Hawes, is an award-winning formation team that learns, performs, and competes in a variety of American and international ballroom and Latin styles at various school, community, and regional functions. The Alta Ballroom team produces 2 concerts each year, Dancing with the Hawks, which will be right here in the Alta Performing Arts Center on December 4th, and Alta Ballroom team in concert in April. So plan to join them here for these performances. They'll perform 2 dances for us tonight, a Lindy and a Cha-Cha. Welcome to the stage, the Alta High Ballroom Dance Team.
Let's give a round of applause, Ballroom Dance Team from Alta High School. Now they'll be back in just a few minutes to perform a cha-cha. Now the next honorees are the Education Support Professionals of the Year. We also want to mention that the Association for ESP, Their leadership is here. Thank you so much for supporting the ESP of the Year. Let's give a round of applause to all ESP in the Canyon School District. Now, the board and the administration usually try to winnow down the list to just one or two people to receive an Apex Award in every category. But this year, every worker in a Canyons cafeteria is a winner. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. Now, this is in recognition of their above and beyond efforts to make sure every child has delicious and nutritious meals, and they did so throughout the pandemic and the following years. And even when people weren't returning to work, but we still needed to do what needed to be done to feed the children, they showed up. So please turn your attentions to the screen to learn more about the amazing Canyons District Nutrition Services Department.
Reflecting back on the pandemic days, I don't think I can ever forget that Friday the 13th, March 13th, when we were told we're shutting down. But we had a weekend to prepare because next Monday, all our workers were supposed to be out there handing out meals to the community. And it was a scary time because we didn't know what the virus was about or anything about it really. We were just told you have to be there. But our people stepped up and they showed up to work and they masked up and were happy to serve meals to the community. And I think that really shows the spirit that they have and the purpose that we have as a program.
I'm so inspired and humbled by the efforts of our nutrition workers in Canyon School District. In the face of great danger and frankly something that was unknown, I saw our nutrition workers go out individually to cars every single day, risking potentially their own lives and putting themselves in front of danger to make sure that our students all had the necessary nutrition that they needed to continue learning.
There were definitely times that we were spread too thin and it was stressful. It wasn't easy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't think they could have done it without the support, the group support that we have in our department. This is not just a meal service program. This is a people-oriented program. We care for each other. We look out for each other. Our managers and our workers form teams that are so tight that they even become good friends. And they really care for each other and look out for every member of the group.
Thank you to all of our lunch workers and nutrition workers in Canyon School District. Your work makes a difference. It's seen and it's appreciated, not just by me, but I know I speak for the thousands of kids that you impact each and every day that walk in and out of your cafeteria. So thank you and congratulations on this great award. It's very well deserved.
Ladies and gentlemen, ESP of the Year, the Canyons District Nutrition Services Department. Director Sebastian Varas will accept on behalf of his department. But we also would like every nutrition service worker, if you're here, come on down and shake hands with the members of the board and the superintendency. Let's give them all a round of applause. Sebastian, I think your folks are bashful. There they come. There's one. If there's more, please come down. The board would like to shake your hand and thank you for all of your hard work. Also, every member of the Nutrition Services Department will receive an Apex Award winner pin. They're given to all winners of the Apex Awards, and we hope that they will wear them on their uniforms every day so everybody in their respective communities know that they have received the district's top award for education support professionals.
Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you to the entire nutrition services team. They have been the linchpin in making sure our students could get the nutrition they needed to learn at high levels. Now, I don't know about you, but I thought those Alta High ballroom dancers were pretty amazing. So, after a quick costume change, we'd like to welcome them back on to the stage. Welcome again, the Alta High ballroom dance team.
Estoy cantando. Estoy cantando. Estoy cantando. Uno, dos, tres. Son las 3 de la mañana y estoy en tu ventana buscándote amor. Escucha por favor. ¿Y tú qué estás pensando? Llegando aquí tomando. Vete ya de aquí, déjame dormir. Pero yo no puedo irme sin un beso. Pero ya es muy tarde y no te quiero ver. Hago lo que quieras, perdóname mi nena. Oh. Yo no te lo creo, que no tienes pena. Estoy cantando. Te estoy diciendo. Ay, Dios mío.
That wasn't even funny. All right. I'll bring it back.
Wow, thank you for that amazing performance. Our next honoree tonight is the Student Support Services Professional of the Year. Please turn your attention to the screen to see more about media and library specialist Gretchen Zaitsev, who came aboard right at the outset of the National Tempest, swirling library books in schools. She's been a calm in the storm, and we're proud to announce her tonight as a big winner. Please turn your attention to the screens for more on Gretchen.
I am overwhelmed and humbled to be an Apex Award winner. I have had the opportunity to work with so many talented educators and school librarians that I believe deserve this more than me, that it's very humbling to be recognized.
Gretchen is very much a team player, and she's a great listener, and it's in times of crisis, I think it really tells us a lot about ourselves as leaders and as human beings. It's real easy when things are going great and everybody's happy. It's a real true test of our character and our leadership when we have to lead in crisis. And what I see in Gretchen is a very calm, articulate, kind leader, but also a great person and friend to anybody that interacts with her.
One of the reasons, and there are many reasons why Gretchen is so deserving of this award, is because she, first of all, and she will even self-profess this, completed things that were in her 5-year plan within the first 5 months on the job.
Books are really important in library land. However, this isn't just a book. It's also a door. It's shaped like a door, it opens like a door, and when you open a book, it can take you places. Since I've joined Canyons, I've found a great deal of opportunities to improve the library services, both from the perspective of a librarian and especially to impact students. We've had the opportunity to bring an extended learning opportunity to elementary schools in the form of Book Blitz Junior, which has been an amazing success so far. One of the best things about that experience was I had a parent reach out to me and say her student was only going to read 4 of the books on the list when he first saw it, but after he got started, he read all 12.
I don't think that there's a better choice for this award. She is so deserving, not just because of what she's done for Canyons, but what she's done for students in all of her positions.
As a parent, I've tried to raise my children to have a positive impact on the people and the world around them, and I would be a hypocrite if I wasn't trying to do the same thing in my little corner of the universe, where I have an opportunity to help students learn to love reading and be conscientious consumers of information.
Please give a round of applause to Gretchen Zaitsev, the Apex Award winner for Student Support Services Professional of the Year.
Congratulations to Gretchen Zaitsev. Let's give her another round of applause. While Gretchen is shaking hands with members of the board and the administration, we'll introduce the next student group to perform for us tonight. The Jordan High School Performing Arts Department is thrilled to present their fall musical, Brigadoon. The show runs November 9th through the 11th and November 13th. Tickets are available now, and I know I am not alone when I say that I'm excited to see this show. Now, we also understand that Principal Bruce Eschler will make a guest appearance in the musical this year, and he's going to be wearing a kilt. So come see Brigadoon. Please welcome to the stage the stars of Jordan High's Brigadoon. Tyler Wadzak, who will perform Come to Me, Bend to Me, and Parker Bettinson and Hannah Larson, who will sing Almost Like Being in Love. The show is directed by Susie Duvall, another one of Canyons District's amazing theater teachers. Let's give it up for Jordan High School.
Because they told me I can't behold ye till wedding music starts playing. To ease my longing, there's nothing wrong in me standing out here and saying, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Darling, my darling, it's all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips, but don't take them away. Come, dearie, near me so I can hear ye. I've got to whisper this softly, for though I'm burning to shout my yearning, the words come tiptoeing of me.
Thank you for those fantastic performances. We can't wait to see the show. Now our next honoree tonight is the Apex Award winner for Volunteer of the Year, Hillcrest High PTSA President Rebecca Martin. Please turn your attention to the screen.
Rebecca is an amazing volunteer. She is just always willing to show up for what needs to be done, whether it's something with PTA or with sports, or she's been involved a lot in the drama department at Hillcrest. She's just always willing to say, yes, I can be there, I can do that. And she's also great at helping other people feel like they can do it too.
Well, I do it for my children, but also for other children, because I feel like there's a lot of children whose parents can't get involved. They're too busy, they're working multiple jobs, or are not able to. And so I feel like I can be a voice for all of those children. I like to represent parents who maybe aren't comfortable coming to the school board or the administration and bringing up an issue or a problem. I like to advocate for all of the students, not just my own students. But of course, I love my children and I want to be where they are, and so by volunteering in the schools, I'm where they are and I can see what their classroom is like, what it's like in the hallways at school. It really helped me understand what they're living, what their life is like, when you can be in the school and see what they're doing every day, what it's like in the cafeteria, in the halls, what their administration is like, and it helped me understand my children and feel connected to them.
She is really in this for the kids and for the community, and it's not about what it's doing for her or even necessarily for her own kids. I have been amazed how focused she has been on making sure that from a PTA standpoint, that the upcoming leaders at Hillcrest are prepared and ready to take over and to continue and build on what she has built. That she doesn't have the mindset of, I've checked this box and now I'm done. But she wants to make sure that even after she has moved on, that this community is thriving.
It feels really nice to be acknowledged for the work that I've done, from everything from being a drama mama, helping the theater students and feeding them between rehearsals, to the cross-country team parent, where feeding those kids and getting to know them individually and cheering for them one at a time. There's broad strokes and then there's individual strokes, and so being able to touch the lives of those individual students and making them feel a little bit part of school, part of Hillcrest, part of a community across the years has been really meaningful to me in that way. So it's nice to be acknowledged on a broad scale, but it means just as much when a student tells me thank you for what I've done.
Please give a round of applause to volunteer extraordinaire Rebecca Martin.
Congratulations again to Rebecca Martin. We see her everywhere. Now, if it wasn't evident before, it's evident now. Canyons is the District of Champions. Last year was one for the record books, and this year we are keeping pace. In all, last year, Canyon students won a jaw-dropping 25 team and individual state championships in Utah High School Activities Association sanctioned activities and Unified Special Olympics events. The wins ranged from Alta and Corner Canyon Boys Hoops Championships to Hillcrest's first ever girls wrestling champions to Brighton's return to the top of the podium in boys tennis. The overall figure of last year's championships for Canyons district students, the titles jumps to 29 if you count Alta Marching Band's first place finish at the Bands of America Western Regional Competition, Hillcrest's Best Ensemble honor at the Utah High School Musical Theater Awards, the Huskies sweepstakes acting win the National Shakespeare Competition, and Jordan High's first place division win for music at the Shakespeare Festival at Southern Utah University. Now this year, We have already won state championships at the Shakespeare Festival, girls tennis, boys golf, and unified soccer. Now, the next group to perform also made history last year as the first ever state champions in 6A all-girls cheer squad. They continued their domination at the National Cheerleading Championships in Florida, and they are so good that varsity.com will be doing a documentary of their upcoming competition season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage your 5-time state champion, 3-time national champion, and current 2023 state and national champions, the Corner Canyon Cheerleaders, coached by Whitney Lunt. Let's give another round of applause to Corner Canyon Cheer. You can see them all the football games. Corner Canyon Chargers are one of the top-ranked football teams in the entire country. We'll see them in the playoffs in the coming weeks. Now, on with the awards. This year's Apex Award for Elected Officials of the Year. So please turn your attention to the screen for the 4 Canyons area legislators who bravely voted against the bill that effectively started the state's first voucher program.
House Bill 215 was a very shocking thing to come first out of the gate in session. Usually when we have a bill that is that controversial, we wait and have a lot of public input. And I felt like that was fast-tracked, and it didn't get the public comment that it needed.
Most bills I hear from a few random people. I've got the regulars that email me about everything, but I heard from people who homeschool. I heard from people whose kids attend private school. The only group that supported were people who were interested in subsidizing their private school education, and I believe it was either 2 or 3 people in my district, and that is it. The vast majority of the hundreds of other emails I got from actual constituents were opposed to this bill.
Utah's schools are doing amazing things, but they are stressed because they are still funded lower than most any other state in our country. And to take monies away at that time when we are struggling, teachers have received increases in their pays, but not to an amount that equals the increased costs with housing and with inflation that we are all enduring. So I just see that as something that was not supportive of our public schools.
I felt strongly that we should acknowledge the people who stand up for public education and catch the slings and arrows. That wasn't easy, and I can assure you that every one of these legislators paid a price for that, and in some cases a very significant price. Not one of them has ever complained to me about the price they've had to pay. They've only just said it was the right thing to do, and that's why I did it.
Utah is the fastest growing state in the nation, and a lot of businesses have come here because of our educated workforce and population, and that's one of our keys to success. It's the natural resource that keeps on giving. We'll never, exhaust this resource like we would maybe a mine, and so it's critical that we keep investing in that.
Congratulations to the 23 and 23 Apex Award winners for Elected Official of the Year, Senator Kathleen Reeby, and Representatives Galen Benyon, Steve Elison, and Andrew Stoddard. They are the stalwart supporters of public education for Canyon School District. Let's give another round of applause to these 4 legislators who voted in favor of public education despite great political pressure.
Okay, it's our second to the last Apex Award, which is the Apex Award for Community Partner of the Year. Now this year the winner is Tacos El Cuñado. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on the taco truck that is a hit with our families.
Over 12 years ago, we started a World Night. I started getting to know the family a little bit more, and specifically learning about Gabby. And one evening after we were taking down the event, Gabby came up to me with her daughter, and I got the message that she wanted to come and give tacos to everybody at school, all the students and all the teachers. And I was sure I misunderstood her, and so I asked for clarification, and then she said yes, and I said, we have 500 students, and she still said yes, and she had a big smile on her face, and I said, well, why do you want to do that? And she said she just loved the feeling when she came to that event. Every time she's come for the last 12 years, she's never accepted a penny from me to pay for it.
Pero para mí la educación es muy importante porque desde ahí ellos llevan a cabo alguna meta en su vida que ellos quieran lograr y para eso para mí es muy importante porque desde ahí hasta para la base de nuestros hijos que ellos vean la importancia que es tener un estudio y llegar a ser alguien en la vida.
Pues que sigan comiendo más tacos, pero que lo más importante es que tienen que estudiar bastante para sus metas que tienen.
I attended Canyon School District, and I'm so happy that I'm able to be part of this. Me attending Middle Elementary and now being able to give back to the community is just like a super, I'm so proud of my parents, where they are, and I'm proud of where we are now.
Nos hace sentir orgullosos de que ellos nos hayan elegido nosotros para para darnos ese premio.
I think she represents everything that we stand for as a district when it comes to customer service, when it comes to putting people and children first. This is one of our neighbors who has a small business and yet still is willing to give so much to make an impact. Gabby, te amo. Muchas gracias. Thank you for everything. I just appreciate all the memories, all the fun, and what you've brought is priceless. And I'll always appreciate that, and I appreciate our friendship even more.
Please give another round of applause to the Apex Award winner for Community Partner of the Year, Tacos El Cuñado.
Our final award of the night is our Lifetime Achievement Award, known as the Legacy Award. The Legacy Award, the most prestigious of all awards selected and presented by the Board of Education and Administration, is a symbol of honorable leadership, the highest of ethical and professional standards, and notable devotion to providing a world-class education to all children. This year's winner is Dr. Bob Dowdle. Let's give him a round of applause. Dr. Dowdle was one of the very first people ever hired in Canyon School District. He was hired as the district's inaugural assistant superintendent, a position he held for 15 years. And at one time or another, he supervised nearly every department in Canyon School District. He touched the lives of tens of thousands of children with the decisions he made about our academic initiatives and operational systems. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on the amazing Dr. Robert M. Dowdle.
Dave Doty called a meeting with all of the sitting principals in Jordan School District that would be in Canyons. And at the time, I was the principal at Jordan High School. I arrive and the room is completely packed. I stood in the back and watched as he delivered his personal message of what his vision was and what he brings to the area. And then he offered an invitation to the principals. He said, if any of you would like to work with me, come talk to me. And I stood in the very back and watched the room empty. And nobody talked to Dave Doty. And I know why, because there was a lawsuit against the district. It was high stakes. If you're going to step off that ledge, you have a situation. I walked up to Dave and I said, I'm Bob Dowdle. I'm the principal at Jordan. He says, I know who you are. I said, I'm happy to help you build the new district. And so that night was the Jordan High School, Logan High School football game, and I'm down on the sideline, and he came walking down and offered me a job as an assistant superintendent.
His role was really important as assistant superintendent because of his background. And he has been a teacher, he's been an administrator, an assistant principal, a principal. He's done all those roles, and I really do think his influence on our superintendents over the years has been really big.
Even before Cottonwood Heights, we were up at Ivory Homes, and there were a handful of us. We had some secretaries and Dave and myself and board members at the very beginning. In early stages, it was interesting to sit in meetings because you would say, we don't care what the past was, and we're now going to try to develop our own way. We have to create our own identity, create our own brand, and do something that is hopefully going to improve our system. There was a call for change for a reason, and we took that seriously.
I really admire him. I really admire all educators, and the fact that he was with our district for so long, so many years, and I know he truly cares about students. He really cares about our district, and it's really important to him for us to be successful. And like I said before, he was just a key person that started our district. I don't know if we'd be where we are today without him.
We would not be where we are without Dr. Bob Dowdle. Ladies and gentlemen, our Legacy Award winner, the first ever Assistant Superintendent in the Canyon School District, Dr. Robert Dowdle. His daughters Eliza, Paulina, Brittany, and Samantha are accepting on his behalf because Bob and his wife Cotty are traveling around the world. So Eliza, Paulina, Brittany, and Samantha, please come forward to accept this award on behalf of your dad, Dr. Bob Dowdle.
Thank you, everyone, so much for coming tonight. Let's please join me. Just one last round of applause for our honorees and our student performing groups. They truly make us Canyons strong and Canyons proud.
So before we leave tonight, we want to give a few more gifts. We've made a tradition of giving away the flowers that we have around here on the table to decorate our awards and right here in front of the podium to several people in the audience. Our staff drew some names of our award winners at the start of the event and the lucky recipients of these beautiful bouquets of flowers, and please come and grab them after the awards ceremony. Rebecca Martin. Stacy Kurtzhals. And on behalf of Bob Dowdle, Brittany Fenton. Ladies and gentlemen, your presence tonight means so much. On behalf of the Board of Education and Administration, thank you for coming. Thank you for your commitment to education, and we look forward to working with you as we celebrate only the highest standards of educational excellence. Please be safe on your way home tonight. Thank you for coming, and good night. Award winners, we have boxes for you for your Crystal Awards. So if you did not grab that box, please come forward to Marilee and Denise, and they'll provide that box for you. Thank you again for coming to the Apex Awards.